All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, where are you from originally? Where'd you grow up?
Uh, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I was born there, and my dad messed up pretty bad, so my mom went back east to have me. But I was conceived in Ocean Beach, San Diego, and grew up there for the first couple years of my life.
How would you describe your childhood?
I wouldn't do it again. It was really it was like it was crazy.
What were what kind of things were going on?
Well, I didn't fit in anywhere like from the jump. Like I remember like going on a field trip really really early, and the teacher being like, "Okay, I want everyone to go out there and be yourselves and go have a good time, but not you, Chris." If you think about it, you know, it just didn't fit in anywhere.
Were you a troublemaker or
I guess so. I didn't mean to be that way because I just wanted so badly to fit in. I guess that it's a class clown.
what was your relationship like with your mom and dad?
Um, my dad was really cool, but he was never around. And me and my mom just butt heads from the get. Yeah. So I became ward of the state here in California at like around 13. Got charged with assault with a deadly weapon for throwing a golf ball at one of my teachers. That was I was in some weird school where they could restrain you already, and the teacher like was saying some weird sexual shit to me while I was getting restrained because I got in a fight earlier in the day, and I was able to squirrel out of that, and I was like running away from these two teachers, and I threw a golf ball from like inside of a, a like on the bottom part of a cave, pretty much, kind of like up way up like 30 feet, and hit the guy right in the head and knocked him out.
You did.
Yeah, I had a rocket for an arm, so like put me in one of the nastiest juvenile halls you could ever imagine being in really early. And my mom gave up guardianship because she didn't want me to get her in trouble.
What kind of teenager were you? That was grade school.
Yeah, that was before junior high.
What kind of high school kid were you?
I didn't go to high school. Um, from that point on, I was on the run from because I know I didn't ever want to go back to jail again, and you know I I couldn't do the group home thing very well because I just wanted to smoke pot. It was a bummer though because I was a really good athlete, but I never went to school again. So I just kind of just skated, rode my skateboard, and couch surfed, you know, and drank a lot of alcohol up until like the last 7 years of my life, I guess.
How have you been surviving?
Uh, well, I had a few breaks in my life where I took care of a family and was raising kids, and then I had a child of my own, uh, Michaela, and she was the love of my life. Her and her mom, but we fought a lot, so we broke up after she was 3 years old, and I met a new lady and had another kid, but she passed away.
Who passed away?
My daughter Adeline,
How old was she?
she was 2. She got meningitis, and she just, we took her to the doctors, and the doctor said that it's treated like a fluid, give her plenty of liquids, and on the 3rd day she was holding down lots of juice and looking better and everything. And went to sleep at like 6. Went to sleep like 6 at night. She had all the purple spots on her and shit. So, called the ambulance and drove it into Portland. And she died when we got there. I couldn't believe it. But I got to be with her every day of my life, when she was here, so. Yeah. It sucks.
How many years ago was this?
I think about 7 years or something now. I think about 7 years probably. And I've been a shitty dad to my other daughter because I haven't been there since then. I started using drugs. And yeah, sorry.
So since you lost your daughter, how's your?
Well,
you ended up on the streets.
Yeah, I was on the streets a lot before I had my first daughter, and skateboarding pretty much always kept me above above water. I always had lots of friends that would let me crash on the couch or whatever it was. I always had a place to go because I wouldn't burn my bridges, and I skated my ass off every day, so so there's people that always had a lot of love for me, and if it wasn't for that skateboard, man, I don't think I would have made it at all through life. Of course, I can't do that anymore now because I keep breaking my knees. So, yeah, I just drank and drank and drank up until the time I had my kids, and then when my kid died, my baby's mom, the day of the funeral, gave me a shot of methamphetamines, and that took everything away, all the pain away. It was it made everything usable. And but unfortunately, she used to do that drugs like that before she met me, and I told her that if she wanted to be with me, she couldn't be doing that type of stuff, and so she quit, and we were together for like 5 years, and
This is after you lost your daughter?
before, yeah, I made her quit shooting up. She wanted to be with me, So she got clean, and we had Adeline, and when she died, though, we we just started drinking and using meth pretty hard, and yeah, she I think she felt really guilty about getting high like that, so she took off, and that one was hurt as bad as losing a kid because she was my partner through everything. So now I had to deal with everything all by myself, and so I moved out to Grass Valley to be with my sister and work on her pot farm, but she couldn't deal with me either. Her boyfriend butt heads, and so next thing you know, I was like living at the skate park down there, and I met this girl, and she took me back to her spot show, and you know everything was chill, and we get high or whatever, and she kept on trying to pass me this foil all the time, she was trying to give me this foil, and I told her no, I don't want that shit, and then one day I took that shit and fucking bam, it killed me. Luckily she had some Narcan way out in Grass Valley, where it was really lucky that she had that shit because I was dead. She said I was green, like dead, quick style. And for whatever reason, I just kept on using it after that. And it's been a fucking downhill quick since then, I'll tell you that much.
It's fentanyl?
Yeah.
And where has that taken you since then?
It's just the worst thing that you could ever give to somebody. Anybody that tells you that they love you, that gives you that shit, is not. They don't give a fuck about you. I promise you that, because it's I don't care if they say misery loves company, whatever. That's all fucking bullshit. Anybody that gives anybody fentanyl doesn't give a fuck about them whatsoever. There's no you could make me believe that, because especially you know what it does to people. I mean, it's making you rot from the inside out. Everyone hates you. You're probably gonna die. It takes everything from you. Makes your legs blow up. I can't even ride a skateboard anymore. I skated my whole life. I can't even ollie up a curb to save my life probably right now. It's taking every single good thing away from me, just about. Except for art. And that's the one thing that I have left.
What are you doing with your art?
I play the drums in my And I make paintings.
Hmm.
You know, thank God I have that, because without I would have nothing, absolutely nothing, except for I still got my heart in the right spot. I don't know how through all this that I still have some sort of a conscience, because most people don't have anything like that left going on. Like the amount of content that I find in people is rare. And I gotta admit that my content has gone pretty far downhill itself. I've definitely found myself doing things that I would never in a million years dream that I would do. Like it's nothing.
How are you surviving now? How do you make money?
Sometimes I try to make money playing music as much as I can, but like from the day I got here to San Francisco, I thought I didn't need to code and whatnot. I wanted to come down here to play music on the street and get a band together, figure out a way to make the music scene so I could do what I love to do. So the night that I got here, me and my ex got into a fight, and I left my fentanyl on her car, and I had this huge drum set. It was basically like three drum sets poured into one, and it was so freaking cold out that I had to ditch my drums and figure out a way to get inside somewhere, or I was gonna freeze to death. So I had to break into a place the first night I was here and leave behind my drum set. That I worked like really hard to get everything together that I had. I mean, really hard. It took a lot of time for me to get that, because where I came from in Grass Valley, the cops were taking my drum sets every time I get one, and they destroy it. I played them one last time in Chinatown, where she dropped me off, and as the sun went down, me only having a t-shirt, I started getting cold real fast.
The drums were just on the street?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I was already on the first night, like in a situation for my life, is what it seemed like, to the point where I had to break into a place to survive, and I'd never had done anything like that before in my life. I'd never had to break into any place. So the first night I was here, I lost. The one thing that was so important to me that I wanted to come down here to do, and I'm breaking into a place to survive. You get warm.
So today you're living on the street in the Tenderloin?
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me about that.
It is almost like I never ever dreamed I would ever see the stuff that I see and have to live with the people that are there. Is cold, insanely crazy place. There's so much horrible shit that goes on there every single day. Like this morning I woke up. Actually, I didn't wake up. Okay, I stayed up all night, but and you hear it outside. Bam, blam, 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 blam. Someone shot somebody in a tent right on the street. It sounded like they unloaded the whole clip on somebody, and then it took the cops. Like I don't think I heard a single siren for at least 15 minutes. You know what I mean? That's freaking crazy. In the first couple of days I was here, somebody said hey to somebody, and the person said what, and they threw a grenade, and the person grabbed it, and it blew up on them, and I don't even think that made the newspaper. No, it's like that all over the place, and it's colder than that. It's 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 somebody that's never even had a taste of the street. It's their worst fucking nightmare, and they don't fucking have any idea what's gonna hit them next. Let me tell you that. You think you fucking got some endurance to handle some shit. You ain't seen a fucking thing until you spend a couple nights in the Tenderloin. I'll tell you what, without a dime and no resources and no way to handle yourself in that situation, man. Whatever nightmares you came up with as a kid, you got a whole bunch of new ones. It's so full of violence and what people will do just to get, their next fix is infinity number that that they'll hit all day long just to get high, and it's so damn expensive that you got to do a lot of it.
Is there a chance you'll be down here the rest of your life?
No way. No way. I can't. I can't because I've already made it up in my mind that I got to get out of here and I got to get off this drug because it's killing me. It's fucking me up bad. I want to try to get on some methadone, which is like trading one drug for another, but this way, it's a start towards something different because the hardest part about fentanyl is you have to obtain that shit every couple hours, otherwise you're sicker than a dog, like, I mean, real bad. You have to stay well, which I never fucking thought I would ever say that in my life. I thought only pansy ass pussy said shit like that because I didn't do heroin, and whenever I heard someone say I'm not well, I just like it just killed me to hear that shit. I just wanted to slap the person and tell them stop being a little pussy. But here I am now, and I have to get well, so that all the run around and getting that stuff, like you're the hamster on the wheel constantly, you know what I mean? And I got hustles in different ways than most people do because I have my art and whatnot, you know what I mean? And I have that ability to try to make my money the legit way for the most part, But all those guys, they don't got nothing like that, So they're having to do whatever it takes all the fucking time, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I don't ride that same boat often, but I'd say I have better than most. But with the methadone, I can just go and dose, they call it, I guess, and then I don't have to do the runaround to just to stay well, So, which gives me all that time to try to figure something out for my next step, and it gets me off of this crap, which you don't know what the hell's in that shit, I mean, like, there's these weird skin eating viruses that people are just running around with pus all over the fucking place, and and literally look like zombies and smell like they're dead, and I've gotten a little taste of that before. Luckily I went to the doctor and took the medicine that they gave me. I guess some people can't handle doing that, and I don't know what that deal is, but like, it's a dirty place. Like, that could have been my arm off, you know what I mean? And it's just there's no way to get around it. Like it's gonna take you down one way or another. I don't think anybody like that lady that came with us. I met her the first day I was here, just about, and she's like one of the only people that I know that's still here from like when I first got here.
Everyone else has passed away.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
Chris, what would you say is the most important lesson you learned in your life?
Stay in school and don't do drugs. And keep on fighting. Never fucking quit. Or you'll be dead like the rest of these fucking suckers out here.
All right. Chris, thank you so much for sharing your story. I wish you lots of luck.